I want to talk to you about how to pre-qualify for citizens credit cards. See, the whole thing is when we talk about pre-qualification and credit card, people think about Chase, Bank of America, Wells Fargo, and what have you. But you have little known institutions such as Citizens, you have M&T, you have a Truist, you have a BMO. Those institutions are kicking ass big time when it comes to credit cards too, according to our research. So how do you actually pre-qualify for a Citizens credit cards? Now, the first thing is you need to understand that Citizens back in the days, like 10 years ago, they used to do a lot of mail pre-screening. So they'll send you a letter in the mail, USPS mail, and they'll let you know, okay, you pre-qualify, blah, 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 go and just fill this form and send it back to us. Now, nowadays, they have actually shifted. In the last 3 years, they have been sending a lot of, they'll send you emails. They'll send you also, or they have an app pushes, so they will actually push it. They will send you a message through the app. The cool thing is that if you receive a pre-qualification offer from Citizens, chances are you are going to qualify because based on our experience, they are really, really strict when it comes to whom they send the pre-selected offers to. So if you receive an offer from Citizens, chances are you're going to get like 80 to 90%. You are more likely to be approved. Now, this is totally different from if you were to actually reach out to them. Like if you were to go to their website or if you go through the app and you were to seek pre-qualification, then your chances will be depending upon your financial profile, your FICO score, and what have you. By the way, boss, welcome back to the show. It's really, really a wonderful pleasure to have you here today and to have this sort of quick convo about Citizens and talk about things that really revolve around credit card pre-qualification. So the thing here is that Citizens do have a pre-qualification tool. So there is a website. You go to their website and basically you'll see all the information there. Now, their website is actually only available to customers. So you got to be a customer first. So when you log into your Citizens dashboard, you'll see a link that says pre-qualify me. So you'll see the link to all the credit cards they have, and you have to click on that link and you'll be redirected to a specific page. But overall, it's a very straightforward, seamless, I would say, process with Citizens. Now, the thing is that you can actually improve your approval odds. Okay, so basically, there are two things you have to think about. First of all, how do you improve your pre-approval odds, and then how do you improve your approval odds? By the way, boss, I want to quickly remind you of today's topic. We're having a quick convo about how to pre-qualify for Citizens financial credit cards. And first, to actually improve, let's say, your pre-approval odds, make sure that you maintain a strong relationship with Citizens. The thing is that Citizens is not a national player, right? They are a geographic player, so they are a regional player. So you have the element of a geo restriction there. So right off the bat, if you're not in their geography of coverage, you're not going to qualify. You're never going to be able to open an account with them. So it's important to maintain a strong relationship with them in terms of having a series of accounts with them, and most importantly, maintaining a positive banking relationship. I'm talking about you trying to stay away from overdraft fee, like all those fees, balance checks and whatnot. Don't actually push Citizens to actually refer your ass to check systems. You don't want that. So we want to have a positive relationship with Citizens. This is really important. So you want to have a series of accounts, as I was just saying, checking accounts, savings accounts, certificate of deposits. And the thing is, if you want to consider Citizens for your investments, I would say your investment goals, that would be great too, because the bank, they do have a retail brokerage service, so they'll take care of you, not a problem. So as soon as you are able to solidify your relationship with Citizens, then you can actually try to parlay that positive relationships that you have on the personal side, or the business side, or the business side for that matter. Let me just drink something. Just some water here. Can I have some water? All right. So the point is that if you have a good relationship with Citizens at the personal level and business level, you can parlay that relationship into credit cards. So you can have great credit cards. Okay. Now that's for pre-approval. Now, if you want to be approved, then you need to have not only the relationship, but also a great job. I mean, you got to have decent income, And most importantly, you got to take care of your FICO score. And Citizens pays a lot of attention to your CUR, your credit utilization ratio. This is really important. The next thing I want you to do here is to choose your preferred Citizens credit cards. You see, the good thing is that when you think about Citizens, you only have a trifecta. You only have 3 credit cards, which is great because, you know, the thing is, if you had like the gazillions of credit cards that you might have with the Chase, for example, or Bank of America, sometimes it can be a little like a little overwhelming. But if you have 3, okay, you know where you are at, you know which one you might qualify for based on your profile and what have you. So with Citizens, you have 3 credit cards. You have Citizens Cashback, the Cashback Plus World. You have the Citizens Clear Value. And then you have the Citizens Profit Client Word Elite. I mean, I was talking about the Word Elite. This is like folks who are just making like money like crazy. But so if you want to pre-qualify for Citizens credit cards, you need to be clear about which card that you are interested in. So if we talk about the Citizens Cashback Plus World, this card, as the name implies, this is a cashback credit card, right? This is your classic credit cards where you spend and then you actually you get some cash back. The cool thing here is that this card allows you to earn 5% cash back on travel, gas and restaurant purchases on up to $2,500 in quarterly spend. Plus, you get 1.8% cash back on everything else that you buy. And the cool thing is that you pay no annual or foreign transaction fees. So really, you're getting the best of both worlds. You have cash back, and on top of that, Citizens is not really getting your cash back away from you by charging you an annual fee or foreign transaction fee. So what we love about this here, we love that duality. Okay, so the card is called the Cashback Plus, and one thing I want to say here is that this card allows you to it introduces flexibility in your life. So if you're a family man, if you're a family woman, you have children, you got to take care of groceries. Kids have to go to school. Kids have to eat. Kids have to attend extracurricular activities. You have a constellation of purchases you have to make every month, every quarter. A card such as the Citizens Cashback Plus World will be very appealing to you because of the fact that you're earning 5%. Think about it, 5% cashback on travel, gas, and restaurant purchases. So whenever you go to restaurants with the family on Saturday afternoon or Saturday evening, you're getting 5%. This is just fantastic. And one thing I want to say here is that, I'm still on the Cashback Plus World. But before I continue, I just want to quickly let you know, boss, that I want to remind you of today's topic. I'm talking to you about how to pre-qualify for Citizens financial credit cards. And one thing I want to say here is that when we talk about this card, the Cashback Plus World, what we love is that not only the card is giving you a cashback, this is really just fantastic. On top of that, you have the opportunity to transfer balances. Okay, so Citizens is giving you like 0% introductory APR on balance transfers for the first 15 billing cycles. And thereafter, the APR goes to 20.74% from 20, let's say 21% to 29%. Okay, but so overall, you have a card that is just decent, a card that gives you a lot of opportunities. And as I said before, this is the kind of cars that you will love if you travel a lot. For example, if you use your car a lot, like if you commute a lot, if you're a family person, like you have children and you love to go to a restaurant, all that kind of stuff, you will love this card also. And we also love the fact that the card allows you also to enjoy yourself, just to enjoy yourself. And one thing I want to say here is that this card, the best way to play this card is to actually get it, trying to pre-qualify for it when you have a big purchase to make. Why? Because not only you're getting the cash back, but you are also getting the 0% intro APR. So you have 2 in 1. Think about it. It's just fantastic. And the card has other stuff that we love as well. So you have the master rental insurance for collision, loss, or damage. You have ID theft protection that gives you peace of mind 24/7. Okay, and we love the fact that you have trip cancellation and trip interruption insurance. Remember, the card doesn't charge you any foreign transaction fees, so you can travel. You can go overseas and use the card, not a problem at all. And one thing I want to, and we also love the fact that Citizens in the last 3 years, last 2 to 3 years, they've been kicking ass like crazy in terms of revamping their mobile app technology. So they have a great app nowadays, okay, that allows you actually to check everything. You can actually pre-qualify, as I said before. You can pre-qualify for a Citizens credit card through their app. So this is kind of cool. So I was just talking to you about the first card, the Citizens Cashback Plus World. Let me now introduce you to the second card. So it's called the Citizens Clear Value. So again, the point I'm trying to make here is that if you want to pre-qualify for Citizens financial credit cards, first you got to know the best path for you to pre-qualify. Do you want to do it via mail? Do you want to go to their website? Do you want to go to through their app, or do you want to go do you want to call them up? And there's a fifth option, which is you go to the nearest Citizens branch, and there you can actually you can talk to a rep. And yeah, so now let me talk to you about the Citizens Clear Value. So this is a card that actually is great for balance transfers and purchases, like 0% balance transfer and purchases. This is a card again. This is kind of similar to the first card. The only thing is that this card does not carry any cashback rewards. So you only are able to let's say to have an interest-free transaction for 18 months. That's the maximum length here. I mean, just mind you that they say 18 months, but you could be approved for 15 months or 14 months or 12 months or 6 months based on your profile. Okay, so the 18 months, that's like the maximum. And so this is a card that you use for balance transfers and large purchases. The APR after the intro period is over, it goes from 19% to 27%. So this is kind of decent too. I mean, especially when you think about other cards in the same, I would say in the same bandwidth, in the same spectrum. This card is kind of decent. We love the fact that the card also is great in terms of the MasterCard facility, the MasterCard, let's say, features that come with it, and we love the flexibility here. Now, the best way to play this is to actually wait for it. Like if you have, let's say, if you have a large purchase, you just want to wait for it. You want to time the purchase in such a way that when you get the card, you can charge that purchase on the card right away. Because it would be really foolish to actually charge, let's say, to charge the card on, to charge the expense on another card. And then once you actually get this card, you transfer the balances. It's not really interesting. And if let's say Citizens were to impose like a balance transfer fee between 3 and 4%, then the whole operation would have been very, very bad for you. So it's one of those things you got to think about what works for you. And I want to say one more thing when it comes to the Citizens Clear Value. The best way to pre-qualify for this card, again, is to go to a branch. And you can actually do it online as well. But if you go to a branch, you are able to speak to a live person. I mean, hopefully, that's what branches are for, right? So you speak to someone and you explain the situation. You introduce yourself, explain the situation, and say, listen, I would love to pre-qualify for a Citizens credit card. So like you basically are telling them upfront, hey, listen, I would love that. And so they'll let you know the conditions. They'll let you know they will ask you to tell them more about you. I mean, this makes sense, right? Because you're asking them to pre-qualify you, so they need to know. And so they will ask you questions. But yeah, that's the best way to actually pre-qualify. And this card is kind of cool also, this specific card, the Citizens Clear Value card, because the card has a 24/7 online account management. So you can make payments, you can set up account alerts, and do much more. And so you also have the contactless credit card feature, so that you can just simply tap and go. And this is really, really good. And you can use digital wallets, including Apple Pay, Samsung Pay, and Google Pay, to pay in store, online, and in app. One thing I want to say here is that when we talk about Citizens, and going back to what I said about the geo restriction thing, it doesn't mean that Citizens doesn't work in other states. Doesn't mean that the ATM or the credit card, debit card doesn't work in other states. It just means that for you the user, you have to be located in the states that Citizen covers. Okay, operationally speaking, and so I mean, you can qualify. You can actually apply to any Citizen's credit card, even if you're not a customer. The only thing is that they might deny your ass, or they might give you a very low limit. So it's one of those things you got to ask yourself: is it worth it for me to risk a few points off of my credit score and apply for a credit card as Citizens, knowing that they might deny me? So, and this is what we call the very easy losses. And so you want to avoid the easy losses as much as possible. And one thing I also need to say here is that if you want to pre-qualify for a Citizens financial credit card, make sure not only you have the a relationship, but make sure that relationship is recent. It must be recent. The third card I want to talk to you about that you might pre-qualify for is called the Citizens Private Client World Elite. Now, the card itself tells you a lot about the card. It tells you about whatever it encompasses. This is geared towards the elite. So, you can get a generous 2% cashback on everything. There's an annual fee of $195, which is worth for if you're a Citizens Private Client, and if you have a checking account or savings account. And this card is kind of cool because you are earning 2% cashback. There are no rotating categories, and you can also enjoy the card. There are no contactless payments also. And so overall, this is kind of cool. And so the card is called the Citizens Private Client World Elite MasterCard. And one thing I need to say here is that the flexibility that comes with this card is just fantastic. You got to really experience it to actually feel it. But unfortunately, this card is not reserved for anybody. I mean, for everybody. You only have a very few rich people who can afford the card. And basically enjoy all the perks. But one thing I can tell you for a fact that based on our experience, we do have clients who have this card. Based on our experience and based on what we have heard, it's just a fantastic card that allows you to earn unlimited rewards. And you have so you can earn unlimited 2% cashback on everything. There are no rotating categories. You have TSA pre-check or global entry free fee rebate. You have airport lounge access at over 1,300 global airports. So this is really good. And one thing we also love here is that you have no penalty APR for late payments. So you have extended warranty protection that doubles the original manufacturer's warranty for up to 2 years. So this is really cool. And so you have master rental insurance for collision, loss, or damage. You also have ID theft protection, and that gives you peace of mind 24/7. And so overall, you have a constellation of products and services that are really good for somebody in his condition. And it's one of those. It's if you are in a specific condition, let's say you are in a condition where you need to use your card, your Citizens Private Client World Elite card. You always have an entire system of support that backs you up. So here you have it. I just explained to you how to pre-qualify for Citizens financial credit cards, and I explained to you how the whole pre-qualification process works. And I just acquainted you with the the three Citizens credit cards. Thank you so much for your attention. I really appreciate it. God bless you. I'll see you next time. But until then, remember, stay marvelous.